Here we are again. I haven't touched much on it at all. I've had the 48-hour flu for a while. I ain't jumping in with both feet. Anyway, the date is Friday, 2/15/12/46. That tells you the high and low of the temp. Guess it's 27 outside, 58 inside. Anyway, my recommendation, this driveway alarm thing, this is the second one. They're $25 a crack at Menards. They don't work for me. Wish they would. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do today, and we'll go from there. Here, turn on a little light for you. It's a clock. My time. Everybody else can get in line. It's not arrogant. I took the hands and I bent them because it doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't really matter when I get this done, but it will get done. Anyway, my plan today is these tires on this trailer and these fenders are always in the way because this is where I work on stuff right here. So I'm going to take those and move them back, and I have to do some welding or something to put them way in the back there. After I do that, I'm going to pull this front rim off, and I'm either going to have it re-chromed or I'm going to sandblast that out and polish it to be aluminum. What I'm doing is working on the things that I know I'm going to do. The gas tank and things, not 100%, so I'm not going to jump in both feet. Okay, this is where the story begins. Remember this in life. Where are we at? There's always two sides to every story. It's kind of like this. Two people read a scary story about, or they read a book about a scary haunted house. What I think the haunted house looks like in my mind and what you think might be two different things. Maybe people misunderstand things. From now on, when I quote people prices of what I'm going to do, bodywork, whatever, I will put them on videotape because it makes things clear. On that note, there's always two sides to every story. This guy isn't here to defend himself, so take it for what it's worth. I know I was there, but anyway, like I said, there's always two sides to every story. The names have been changed to protect the innocent, quote unquote. Okay, that Vision gas tank and two fenders, it's no longer here. I'm going to give you a fast version of what led up to that gas tank and fenders. Am I willing to do it? Yeah, I'm willing to do it. But I want on videotape what has to be done. Since it's been here in this garage, to kill the heat. He offered me a good price. I never quoted him. Leave that. We're going to try to fast forward this. Back to the tank. When it was here in the fenders, since the first deal started until now, he changed three things and he just assumed I was going to do it. I was going to modify those things in the back fender. I didn't know those big brackets were going to be welded in there, and I didn't realize they were going to hack the fender up and create more work for me. This is the part I don't like. He started bending me. When he didn't like the way those fenders curved the little C's. And this is what he says. If it was me, I would cut it here. And I didn't say nothing. The more I thought about it, if it was you, why don't you just cut it? Because you're not adding stuff to my workload and you ain't throwing nothing on the table. This is like a Pac-Man deal. I already went through the Pac-Man. He wanted more and more and more for nothing, nothing, nothing. He wanted me to do a free beef Freddy. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you where the bad blood started. He knows it, I know it. He won't admit it. Don't matter to me. I've had this for 2 years. It's a spray booth. It's a Viking. 26 by 18 wide, 9 feet tall. I'm gonna tell you a story. This individual calls me one day and says he knows where a spray booth is. He knew I wanted a spray booth. I told him right then and there, it's no good to me because I have no place to set it up. He says we're gonna set it up in the building that he's renting. Okay, we go in half, we tear it down. We store it down there, not even 3 days. He wanted to separate his building, to separate the two businesses, okay? I built, and a dude named Youngblood built a 26 foot tall, 26 long, 14 foot tall wall. Me and him. Not the other gentleman that went in with the spray booth. A couple days later, he changes his mind. We're not gonna set it up down there. Okay, I ain't saying nothing. We're gonna set it up somewhere else in another building. We're gonna rent a building. Well, I heard that story for 2 fucking years. It was a pipe dream. He never once come and told me what the real deal was. He just beat around the bush. Anyway, so I got tired of that. And I got a good friend, GTS Design, California IA. He told me I need to get that fucking booth out of there. And I listened to him, and I pulled it out. Pulled it out about maybe 4 months ago. It's the best thing I ever did. Okay, now, you got nothing over me. It's all good. Let's fast forward. He put me in a bind for 2 years. I didn't know where I was gonna put it. Remember, the original deal was we're gonna put it in this building, but hey, people change your fucking mind. Now, brings this gas tank and stuff down here. Want to change stuff? No. Like I said, he offered me a price. I agreed to it, but then he started adding stuff to it. So the other day I went down there and I asked him. I said, I want to know when it's got to be done. He said before bite time. Okay. What color are you going to go? I don't know. And that's when I said, no, I need to know what color. Then he says, well, we're not going to do nothing crazy. We're going to start with gold or whatever. I said, I'm not going to, I didn't quote him a price. He offered one. It was tempting. I want to know, we need candy, pearl, flake, what? I'm not going to say I do something unless I have all the details. Then he started, he snickered. And I said, I ain't fucking laughing. I said, I want this written out, what I gotta do. Then he says, what, you just don't want to do the bike? I said, no, that's not the point. I want to know what I gotta do because you've already changed things. Oh, in the meanwhile, he brought a exhaust pipe down and he left here and never asked me like I was just supposed to fix it. You know, there's some bad blood. He don't realize because he's ignored that part of it. Because he stuck it in my ass. Am I trying to stick it in his ass? No, I'm not. I'm over it. But I'm not going to get screwed by the same person again. And if he wants to do a video response to this, have at it. I won't allow it. Because I know what was said. There's always two sides to every story. So I brought the stuff back. And I said to him, remember, brah, you're the one that called him. Am I mad at the guy? No. I'm not happy with his actions. Not at all. He doesn't do what he says he's gonna do. He just talks about it. It's okay. Don't get me wrong, in the beginning, he was a good friend. What happened in the meanwhile? I got my own opinion, and it's just that opinion. So I'm gonna let that be. I've said what I want to say. He wants too much for too little. I wish him the best of luck to get somebody else to do the caliber that I would have done. I've said what I wanted to say. Anyway, what else was I gonna focus on today? I think I pretty much covered everything. I think I ran out of words of wisdom. I'm gonna put my man on videotape today. A friend of mine, a friend. I've known this man for 22 years. I did something for him. And now he's repaying me that favor. It was supposed to happen on the 15th, and today's the 15th. He called me. I put him on videotape because I'll show you what a real friend is. This gentleman right here. I've known this man for over 20 some years. He should be here today. He says he's gonna be. I'll put him on videotape. Cause him, he does what he says he's gonna do. He doesn't just flap his motherfucking jaws like some people. Okay, we're gonna end that. Back to this. It's confusing. I got an email from a gentleman. I know who it is. There's no need to say his name. He says that that I think I'm a bike builder. No, never said I was a bike builder. But let me explain this. All these guys that build bikes, you know, Jesse James, OCC, Martin Brothers, Indian Larry when he was alive, just a lot of guys. How did he become a bike builder? They didn't go to school for it. They just did it. And as they did it more and more, they got better and better. Guys back in the 70s, choppers started with guys come back from the service and they started chopping parts off their bike that they didn't want, they didn't need. That's where the chop came into effect. And it just grew from there. You want to call them people not bike builders? I say they're bike builders. Because they built shit with a fucking torch. Because that's all they had. They didn't have no plasma cutters and water jets and, you know, laser jets and, you know, they didn't have all that shit. They had their fucking garage, their two hands, and they made it happen. And they're some of the best fucking bikes I ever seen built. Go look at a Street Chopper magazine in the 1970s. There's some wild motherfucking rides. So my point being, am I a bike builder? No, I'm not a bike builder. But when I do this one, I believe it ain't gonna be my last one. And as I do X amount of more, you wanna call me a bike builder? No, it just means I've done it. So I'll let that one ride. All it is sheet metal. That's all it is, man. Hack it up, weld it back together. It is what it is, what it's gonna be. Ain't that right, Just Hoggin? Anyway, some people don't like bets. Hey, I'm gonna let that ride. Peace of mind, peace of property, peace of oneself, peace on earth, rest in peace. Bigger piece of the fucking pie. Yeah, you gotta pay to pimp. Piece of the puzzle. Not all the pieces fit all the fucking time. Sometimes you just gotta throw some of the motherfuckers away. Piece of pizza. Piece of corn dog. Can't remember the rest. Piece of Krispy Kreme. And when the big dogs get all done eating, even the puppies get a piece of something, motherfucker. The moral of the story is, don't burn a bridge if you need to cross it. Did I burn a bridge with this gentleman? I believe so. I believe it's still smoldering, it's still on fire, don't give a fuck. Because I'm not gonna deal with people that flap their fucking jaws. And that's all they do. I don't need no people like that in my fucking life. Fucking dreamers. This gentleman thinks he's big pimpin'. He ain't big pimpin'. Yeah. We'll see. I can't wait to see the caliber of this fucking tank and fenders when it's done. If I don't do it. Just really be interested. Who doing what in Ski Town, USA? I'm not all that in a bag of chips. But I'll tell you one thing I am. I'm not a body man. Me being a painter, do okay. Let me tell you what I am. I can take a piece of something, nothing, and make it into something. I can fabricate. I can engineer shit to make it happen, to make it work. That's what I am. And you know what? Ain't nobody can take that away. Because I know. I am a builder. I build shit. I don't put a label on me. I just do what I gotta do when I gotta do it. How I gotta do it, when I gotta do it. I don't like a label. Put you in a little fucking box. Anyway. Been 16 minutes. It's time to put a shoe. Go on and do what you gotta do. It's gonna be a slow build on this bike. It is. Because I'm gonna put thought into it. I ain't just gonna bolt some shit up on there. And I ain't gonna have somebody else build my bike for me. And then think he's a fucking peacock around town. When he didn't do jack on it. All he did is laid out money. Anybody can fucking do that. If that's what pride is to me, when you build the motherfucker, somebody walks up and says, who built that motherfucker? And I say, I did. Some people say, well, you know, so-and-so painted this, and so-and-so did this, and so-and-so. Wow. Anyway, man. Piece of something, motherfucker, people. You see this motherfucker right here? Yeah. I done known this motherfucker for 20 years. This is what a fucking friend looks like. I'm here to fucking tell you. I told you I was gonna put him on video. This is what a real friend looks like. He does what he says he's gonna fucking do. Unlike some motherfuckers that jack their jaws.
Yeah, listen.
Piece of something.